And we have more breaking news now at 6. A verdict was just reached in the trial for a Gwinnett woman accused of killing this 8-year-old girl, Amari Hall. Atlanta News First Adam Murphy inside the courtroom when that verdict was reached. Adam.
Well, good evening, Carly. I can tell you at this hour that Celeste Owens was found guilty on all 20 counts against her in the death of her girlfriend's daughter, an 8-year-old Amari Hall. This coming after both sides made their closing arguments.
It is awful that all of us had to meet under these circumstances.
Defense attorney Robert Greenwald addressed the jury in closing arguments on Friday, stating that his client Celeste Owens is not guilty of killing his girlfriend's 8-year-old daughter, Amari Hall.
You're to base your verdict on the evidence or the lack thereof, not on emotion.
The defense team said the evidence presented in the trial does not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Owens is guilty, despite the fact that the medical examiner made it clear on the stand Amari was malnourished and had visible signs of abuse like a laceration on her liver.
Something hit the outside of Amari's body and crushed her liver against her spine.
The medical examiner stated that at the time Amari's body was found in a wooded area in DeKalb County in November of 2021, she weighed only 54 pounds and could have survived if properly cared for.
She's less than 5th percentile. She's malnourished.
Count 1, malice murder, guilty.
And after less than 2 hours of deliberations, the jury found Celeste Owens guilty on all 20 counts against her, including murder and cruelty to children.
She is guilty of felony murder in count 2. She is guilty for causing the death of Amari through committing the act of cruelty to children.
Now, we have just learned that sentencing is going on right now inside the courtroom. The judge saying that on the first count of malice murder that Celeste Owens will receive life without parole, basically telling her, unquote, she will never see the light of day. And again, we also want to point out that Amari Hall's mother, Brittany, is currently in jail and facing very similar charges in the 8-year-old's death, and she will face a judge and a courtroom very soon. We're live here in Gwinnett County tonight. Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.